All right, so the girl from the gym finally texted me. And for those of you that don't know the story, basically, just to give a quick recap, I joined a boxing gym. I'd been going there for like a week or two, and then I accidentally punched a guy at the gym and he knocked me out, which was humiliating. But, anyways, I went back to the gym a week later, and as soon as I walked in, I got told to leave. I got told that I was banned and not to come back. And as I was walking back to my car, a girl that I had seen in the gym a few times, she was in the parking lot and she approached me and she told me that her friend wants my number. And so I gave it to her to give to her friend. And that was almost a week ago now, and I still hadn't heard anything from her until now. So earlier today, this girl finally texted me, and yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it. So let me pull the conversation up real quick, actually. So the first thing she said was, she said, "Hey, this is," and she said her name. I guess to try to avoid any confusion, I'll just call her Gym Girl. So she said, "Hey, this is Gym Girl. My friend gave me your number." And yeah, because I had been eagerly awaiting to receive a text or maybe a call from this girl ever since I gave her friend my number, because I am a complete kissless, hugless, handholdless virgin. I'm a total loser. I'm 35 years old. I'm bald. I mean, I'm so old, mid 30s. I feel like it's over for me at this point. I've been feeling like this way for a long time. Then finally, I get some indication that maybe there is a girl that likes me. And yeah, so I have been eagerly awaiting to hear from this girl. So when she just said, "Hey, this is Gym Girl," she's not giving me a lot to work with there. Like, I'm still kind of confused about the whole situation. Like, does she like me, or did she just want to thank me for punching that guy? Because maybe she just really hates that guy or something. I mean, I really don't know what all this is about. So I really didn't know how to respond to her message at first. And I mean, it's funny because I guess if you're a girl, you just kind of know that you don't need to put in any actual effort when it comes to communication. Like, the standards of what strong communication skills means for a female is literally just sending any text at all. As men, we're expected to be the ones that lead the conversation, come up with all the ideas for what to talk about, and yeah, just, leading the conversation. That's really, expected to be the responsibility of the man in any interaction. So I guess that I was kind of seeing it in real time here, which doesn't happen for me very often because, girls don't talk to me. But anyways, yeah, after her first message, I just didn't really know what to say, didn't know how to respond to that. So it actually took me a while to respond. Like, I probably spent 30 minutes at least trying to think of how to respond to that message. And well, it's funny because after all that overanalyzing and sitting there trying to think of the perfect response, I just said, "Hey, what's up?" So the conversation so far, she says, "Hey, this is Gym Girl. My friend gave me your number." I said, "Hey, what's up?" Then she responded pretty much immediately. She said, "Nothing much. You know who this is, right?" And then I said, "Yeah, I remember you from the gym. You're always talking to," and then I said her friend's name. And then I said, "Just curious, why did you want my number?" Because I have been wondering, like, why. I mean, it baffles me. Because again, I don't know if I mentioned this yet, but this girl she's pretty cute, actually. And, she's not a 10 out of 10 or anything, but she's not bad. And she's definitely way out of my league. Like, she's actually more than my looks match. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's not even my looks match. She's better looking than I am, actually. And she seems pretty young too. And again, I'm 35 years old. So yeah, so I genuinely was curious, like, why does she want my number? So I asked her, just curious, why did you want my number? And, and she just responded, "You punched Jeremy, LOL." Like, uh, which is funny because that's kind of like, well, yeah, I already knew that part. Like, I knew that the fact that I punched this guy was kind of the catalyst that leads to her wanting my number, but is it because she just really hates that guy, or is it because she saw me as brave or something? You know what I mean? I'm trying to figure out, like the question I really want the answer to is, are you interested in me romantically? Like, do you like me? Do you actually like me? But, I can't just come out and say that. I don't want to say it wouldn't be appropriate, but, it would be weird. So, yeah, I mean, I just really couldn't think of what to say. So I was sitting there for a while, just overanalyzing things, trying to think of what to send to this girl to like get the information I want to kind of try and move things forward. Because ultimately, I would love to get something going with this girl, but I would love to get something going with any girl basically at this point. But again, this girl's actually kind of cute. So yeah, this is like an opportunity I never could have even imagined coming to me. So anyways, I'm trying to think of the perfect response. Eventually, I decided, I'll just wait for a little bit. I'll wait for like about an hour and I'll see if she sends something else. So I waited for exactly 1 hour. I timed it and she did not send anything else. So I figured, screw it. I don't really have anything else to lose here. I mean, if I don't say anything at all, then I'm definitely not going to get with this girl. So I might as well say something, I could sit here and overanalyze it all day, but I might as well just say something. So I said, I guess I just don't understand why a girl like you would want my number. And she responded to that immediately. And she said, what do you mean a girl like me? And I said, I mean, you're young and pretty. And let me tell you, I hesitated to even send that message at all because after I typed it out, I mean, it's just like such a bold message, to tell her just straight up, like, you're pretty. Because I guess that's kind of me telling her, well, I like you. So, even though, I mean, I don't know her personality, but not that I can even be that picky at all, right? I think she's pretty and she's young. So, like, that's it for me, I would take a girl that's not pretty and young at this point. So, right. Anyway, so I was really nervous after I sent that message. Like my heart was pounding out of my chest immediately when I sent that message. And I kind of regretted it as soon as I sent it because it's just like, because I start thinking again, like, there's no way this girl actually likes me. Like, this is either some kind of trick, some kind of setup, or it's just some kind of innocent thing where she just has something against the guy that knocked me out and she just wants to like say thank you to me or something like that. So anyways, I sent the message. I said, I mean, you're young and pretty. And she texted back pretty much immediately again. And she said, stop. She said, stop in all caps with the exclamation point. Stop. I am not pretty. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and recap the whole conversation so far up to this point, just because I've been talking a lot and it would be like easier for us all to understand the flow of conversation if I did that, I think. So yeah, so it started off, she said, hey, this is Gym Girl. My friend gave me your number. I said, hey, what's up? She said, nothing much. You know who this is, right? And I said, yeah, I remember you from the gym. You're always talking to her friend. And then I said, just curious, why did you want my number? And she said, you punched Jeremy, LOL. And then I said, I guess I just don't understand why a girl like you would want my number. And then she said, what do you mean a girl like me? And then I said, I mean, you're young and pretty. And then she said, stop, I am not pretty. And then she said, what, pretty girls don't like you? And this next one, I'm actually pretty proud of this because I think it was actually pretty smooth. I said, and I thought of it pretty quick too. And so she said, stop, I am not pretty. What, pretty girls don't like you? And I said, maybe one does. And honestly, I'm pretty proud of that. I think that was pretty good. So yeah, I mean, that was kind of the more important part of the conversation. I don't want to bore you with the details of every single message we sent back and forth, but basically, I did tell her that I'm 35 years old, and I asked how old she is. She said she's 24, which is older than I thought she was because she actually looks young. Like, I was thinking she's probably more like 20, 21, but yeah, she said she's 24. From how the conversation has been going so far, it seems like she is interested in me, I think. I probably should ask her to hang out or something, but I don't even know how to do that. Like, I don't know if I should ask her out for dinner or like for a coffee date or what. I really don't know. So I guess if anyone has any suggestions, let me know. Just leave a comment or whatever. But yeah, this whole thing is just really weird. Like she never directly said that she is interested in me romantically, and I never directly asked, but it's just kind of the vibe I'm getting. So I don't really know how to explain it, but that's just how it seems to me. But also, I'm kind of like I'm socially retarded, y'all. I think I'm autistic or on the autism spectrum. I'm just not usually not really good at reading these kind of things. So I could be totally wrong. I could be totally misreading this thing. But yeah, the conversation kind of wrapped up. We kept texting for a while after the messages I've already told you about. And it was kind of just general conversation, I guess you could say. I told her I got banned from the gym, and she said, hold on, let me see if I can find that one. Right. I told her I got banned from the gym because I didn't know if she knew that or not. And she said, ouch, can't really be too surprised, which, I mean, it was surprising to me, but yeah, I didn't tell her that it was just an accident when I punched the guy because it seems like that's that's like the whole main reason that she's even attracted to me in the first place. And it seems like she thinks I did it on purpose, so whatever. We'll just go with that for now. I'm not gonna not gonna correct her for now. I don't want to be dishonest, but at the same time, I don't want to mess this up. I don't want to mess this up because it's kind of like there's a miracle happening right now. And who am I to stand in the way of God's work? And by the way, I still don't know why she's so happy about me punching that guy. I guess she just really hates that guy or something, or I don't know. Like, because I had seen her at the gym before. I had seen this guy at the gym before, and to my knowledge, I mean, I never really noticed them interacting much any more than anyone else interacts. So I really don't know. I really don't know what the deal is. And I didn't want to like ask her a bunch of questions about it and grill her about it. And she didn't really say anything about it either. So I don't know. This whole thing, it's really weird, man. This whole thing is just strange. Like, I'm baffled. I am baffled by this. It doesn't make sense that a girl like this, or any girl, or any woman, would be attracted to me or like me, even personality wise, which maybe that's what this is about. She thinks I'm brave or something for starting a fight, which again, I didn't really do, or I mean, I guess I did, but it was an accident. I don't know, but yeah, I'm staying cautiously optimistic because I don't know. This whole thing, it could be a trick. Like this could be some kind of setup. Like she's trying to lure me. I keep thinking maybe she's gonna eventually ask me to meet her somewhere, and then I'm gonna get jumped. So I really don't know what's going on here. But this totally could just be some kind of elaborate ruse. But from texting back and forth with her so far, which hasn't been a whole lot, it's just been one day so far, basically one conversation. But I mean, she seems pretty genuine, but I don't know, man. I really don't know. Another thing I was wondering, I mean, because I have heard of cases like this where maybe this girl just has a fetish for old guys, or maybe even like a fetish for old, ugly guys. Because that's the only way I can make sense of this. Because there's no way this girl finds me attractive. There's no way. It doesn't make any sense. Oh, and the other thing too is, like I say, I was in boxing class with this girl before. I talked about this in an earlier video, but the way that boxing class is structured is that each and every person in the class at some point is paired up with each and every other person. For at least 2 minutes of each class, you do a one-on-one drill with each other person that's in the class. So I had done drills one-on-one with this girl before a couple times, and she never really said anything to me other than what's necessary to complete the drill. And same for me. I never really said anything to her. So I never got any indication from her that she was interested in me at all. So again, that just really adds to the whole mystery of all this. I just really don't know what's going on. So now I don't know. I mean, the conversation kind of wrapped up for today, but I don't know if, like, tomorrow, should I text this girl or should I just wait and see if she texts me first? I have no idea how this works because I've never texted with a girl before. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I don't think I have ever texted with a girl before, ever. So I don't know. I don't know how to keep this going or how to get things moving forward, which I do want to do. Like I would love to go on a date with this girl or something or just get to know her better or if nothing else just to figure out like what she's thinking, like what is this all about? Why does she want to talk to me? You know, it's at this point it's just like I just want to solve the mystery if anything. I don't know, man. This is all weird. It's great. It's good. This is a good thing that's happening. Unless it's not, you know. Unless this is all a setup, which it might be. I mean, that's I don't know. Like I said, cautiously optimistic. I'm going to go about this I'm just going to try and be cautiously optimistic cuz I don't know.